Always want to do bowls at the end with you. I've got a dangly thing. It's about the only dangly thing I have. Something to sit my ass on at the end. All right, good morning. Good. Bloody hell, I need to sit down after that. Oh. Right, take a good morning stretch. All right, my name's Annika. If you're just tuning in and you haven't got a clue and you're wondering why I swear, it's not my fault. I'm from Europe. We do it all the time. I was brought up that way. It was probably my mother's fault, like everything else in life, right? You know what? I can't be bothered with the hair. What are we feeling today? You know what? We're feeling right here, cross-legged, comfy position. Just place your hands on your knees for me. Close your eyes. Just let everything just fall, sag, rest, relax. And on your next inhale, I want you to just rise up out of the root of the base of your spine. And just sit up on your sit bones. Now take a deep inhale. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears and then bring them back down into the back. Relax the hands, but you're maintaining a nice, healthy spine. I'd like you now to start to breathe into the base of the spine. I want you to think about bringing the breath up from the earth into the base of your spine. I want you to picture a red disc, a red circle. As you inhale, it expands. As you exhale, it contracts. And we'll start with some breathing, some energizing breathing. Good. Now move up a little, right below the belly button, orange. Start to breathe in through the red to the orange. Breathe back down into the earth. Orange, second chakra in the body, second energetic center, creativity, sexuality, all governed reproduction in this area. Let's wake it up. Moving up, right above the belly button, solar plexus, yellow. Breathe in all the way. Expanding and contracting. Push it back down to earth. Next inhale, green heart. Expanding that breath in the rib cage, in the heart area. Emotions, feelings. Next, my favorite, turquoise, in the throat area, inhaling. Communication, speaking your truth, your authenticity. Beautiful turquoise blue. Moving up, space in between your eyebrows, indigo blue. Intuition. seeing things as they really are. Clarity. Next inhale, violet crown. Connection. With yourself and a higher power, something out there in the universe, taking care of things. A power that's there for you if you allow it to come in. But to do that, you have to trust. Something is out there for you if you let it in. Take a deep inhale down into the belly and exhale it out, sigh it out. One more time, maybe a good morning stretch. And find your way to child's pose. So bring the hands forward. Come onto the knees, spread the knees to the outside edge of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch and bring your forehead down to the ground. Let everything dangle down between the legs, the thighs. Relax the elbows. Maybe roll that third eye, roll the forehead a little side to side. Your two eyes closed and maybe that third eye opens. And settle and surrender. With every exhale, relaxing even more, just letting go, just scanning your body, making sure there's no space that's holding on, holding tight, just in case it might hurt or be uncomfortable. Notice how we do that in life. Maybe taking your right hand and threading it underneath the left armpit. Bring your palm up, relax the other elbow, and maybe take your right cheekbone down to the ground. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, relax, let go, surrender. Let go your fingers. Your favorite color will tell you a lot about part of your journey. So the colors that you choose to wear most, start observing those. Slowly release, change sides. Your colors will reveal what you most seek. Threading left hand underneath right armpit. Draw your left cheekbone down this time. Palm facing up, relax the fingers, opening out the shoulder. Notice how you use color. Maybe when you get dressed, right? Black, you mean business. So start to just notice where you intuitively are guiding yourself energetically, right? You're asking that energy to come in and support you. Everything's energy. And the less you resist, the more time you let things come in intuitively, right? There's more space for the intuition, for the thoughts, the downloads to come in. Mine took a little bit this morning because I didn't drink any coffee. I had tea today, so I was pondering our journal questions a little bit too long today. Good, slowly release. Make your way up onto all fours. Nice and slowly. Curl the toes under, spread the fingers. Just drop the belly. You know the drill. Drop the belly, tilt the tailbone. You can keep your eyes closed. Just take your nose up to the ceiling. Exhale, belly button in. Oh, good. Chin to chest. Tuck your tailbone. See what you want to do with your toes. Sometimes I like them tucked. Maybe release them as you press the mat away. Just see what feels good. Your body. Hang out if it feels good. Maybe side to side for a moment. Good, and slowly make your way down onto your belly. Release the toes. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders for me so you've got a nice firm base. Take the hands shoulder width apart as well. Spread your fingers and just palms facing down on the floor. Now I want you to take a deep inhale. Press the toes into the mat. Kind of push up through the elbows. Press, press, press. You might be squeezing your butt crack together. And exhale, let it go. Chin comes to chest. And hang out here in Sphinx. Relax your bum. Let it hang out all over the place. Unless you've got nice tight pants on holding it in. So let it hang out in the tight pants. Relax your head if you need to. Take one ear down to each shoulder for a bit. Just make sure your head is loose. And then let it go even more. And if your elbows hurt, you can always just roll your mat back. Get a little more padding in there. Right, it's your mat. It's there to support you, to hold you in your space. And breathe. Let the head be heavy. Back of the neck release. And a little compression in the lower back. Now if you're not feeling that much in the lower back, you can lift the elbows off the ground, press the hands in and come up. And stay here. We're only going to be here for a few short moments. Try to relax your bum. So your choice, whatever feels good. And in this practice of yin yoga, so we find our shape, we find an edge that's uncomfortable, not painful, uncomfortable. Uncomfortable in the mind, in the body. We hold it, and we breathe, and we try to find as much stillness as we can to let the magic happen, to let the connective tissue be targeted, shut off the muscle, the need to control, make things happen. We practice the art of being. Good, slowly. If you're up on the hands, lower down. Press back up onto all fours. Draw the feet out in front of you. Cross the legs one more time. Take a deep inhale, reach the hands high above the head. I'll give you a minute or two to get back up. And exhale, just fold for me. Bring the fingertips out in front of you. Draw the chin down towards the chest. And slowly draw the chest forward to your degree. Now, a block or a pillow here can be really nice if you want to rest your head. Oh, it's a bit far down for me. But it's about gravity. So we use gravity, but when you have your blocks, your pillows, sometimes it's nice, makes it a little more comfortable to hang out. Or you can simply turn your palms up. Chin into chest, relax the elbows, relax everything, and let go. Noticing where you're feeling this in your body. Trying to relax into that sensation and let go. And let go a little more. There's always a little more that you're holding on to. Just in case. Breath nice and soft. Slowly rise. Just bring the feet out in front of you. Place the feet on the ground, knees, feet hip width apart, knees pointing. Take your hands behind you. Fingers point to the bum. Take an inhale and just lift up. And exhale. Take the knees over to one side. Take your gaze over to the other shoulder. And again, come back through center. Other side. You get a bum massage. You're just opening out the hips a little. That's it. Come back over here. Coming back to center. Draw the soles of the feet together. Draw them right in towards the body. Take the hands open, the feet like a book, and bring your elbows into your knees. I'd like you to take a deep inhale. And exhale, just draw the body forward, pressing with the elbows. So you feel your inside thighs engage. Relax the chin down towards the chest. Then on your next inhale, I'd like you to press up against your elbows with the knees. So for a count of 4. Press, resist. 3, 2, 1. Now let go. Relax. One more time. Press up against the elbows with all you've got. Push. Resist, resist, resist with the elbows. 3, 4. Exhale. Relax. And again, maybe you'll get the message. Push, push, push. Keep it going. 2, 1. Relax. Ooh, look what happens. Let you go a little deeper when you let go. And breathe. Slowly rise. Allow the knees to come together. You might have to use your hands. Good. Just bring your hands in front. Clasp your fingers in front of the knees. Take an inhale, lift up. And an exhale, just allow the back to fall back. A little arch, a little rounding, chin to chest. Just let the shoulders release for a bit. Beautiful. Come back up. Take the feet behind you. Come back onto your belly. Nice and slow. Take your hands, your elbows out. Just rest the side of your head down. Just let your feet fall apart. And as you take a deep inhale, feel your belly on your mat. And exhale it out. And again, deep inhale. Sigh it out. Maybe reaching around with your left hand. Bring your left heel in towards the body. See if you can take hold of your foot, of your heel, of a piece of yoga pants. And if you can't, you can grab a towel and wrap it around the top of your foot. And just use that as a little extension, or a strap or a belt. Anything at all. Dog leash. So we'll be here if you need to go and get something. Now you could take your hand to the inside of the foot, opening out if you want to work the shoulder a little bit, or just take your hand on top. You choose, see what feels good. So just engaging the quad, the thigh muscle right now. But we want to get into the fascia, all the connective stuff that makes that tight. So let's, on a next inhale, I'd like you to push against your hand with your foot. So you'll feel as you push, the pelvis comes into the ground. The hip flexor, front of the quad. Push. 2, 3, 4, and relax. Let it go. Let your bum cheeks fall apart. And again, push into the hand. Oh, feels good. And release, relax, let it go. One more time, push. 2, 3, 4, and release. Good, relax. 2, 3, 4. Just stay there now. Release everything except your hand. Just relax, let go in the body. Release the foot now. Place it down, and we'll change sides. So bring the hand round, turn the left cheek down, reach around, with the right hand. Sore shoulder from carrying an arm cast for 3 months. My wrist feels good. It's my fingers and my shoulder that doesn't work anymore. But we will get there eventually. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, push against the hand. 2, 3, 4, and relax.
Let everything go. One more time. Inhale. As you exhale, push. 2, 3, 4, and relax. See if it draws in a little deeper. And let's do one more. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, push. 2, 3, 4, and draw in. Let everything go. Let the bum cheek, all the tension in the foot. And let it go. Nice and slow. Draw the hand back round under the chin. Just lift back up onto the elbows for a moment. Just shake the head a little left to right, right to left. Maybe chin down to the chest. One ear to the shoulder, back through the middle. Take an inhale and lay back down on the ground. All right, yeah, let's lay back down. What I'd like you to do, your left leg, let's draw it up to the side for me. So your toes pointing out, leg about 90-degree angle. And just settle in here. Other foot is released on the mat. See how that feels for you. Then if you'd like to bring the shoulder in, release the shoulder. Just like in child's pose, we lift up and we can thread this right hand underneath, left hand underneath right armpit. So same arm as your leg is hanging out to the side. Take that underneath. Draw it all the way through. Left cheekbone down to the ground. Slowly release. Take the arm out. I had to release there. There was a mosquito biting my arm. I resisted as long as I could, and then I surrendered and got you out of the shape. Let's draw that leg down. I'm being plagued by them at the moment because of all the rain. When you're ready, other leg. right leg, draw it out to the side. Make sure your toes are pointing out. You can draw yourself down. Ow, I'm going to make sure that knee's on the mat. You can draw yourself down and stay here. Just make sure that leg is lifted as high as you can get it to open out the hip, the pelvis. And then if you would like, you can thread right hand, bloody hell. Not doing good today, lefts and rights. I have to teach you opposite because you're seeing mirror image. So it's a little bit complicated. I have to unlearn left and right and do the total opposite. There's more to this yoga rubbish than meets the eye, peeps. So thread that arm all the way under, get the shoulder under, turn the head, and settle in to this Spider-Man shape. Your palms facing up, just to open out the shoulder. And right now, my head is saying, ow. Inside of that right knee is on hard, solid wood floor. But I'm actually going to sit with it and try not to move. Because resisting what is what causes suffering, right? I didn't make that up. Eckhart Tolle made that up. Eckhart Tolle, however you want to say it, The Power of Now, the author of A New Earth, a beautiful, beautiful book talking about presence. Talks a lot about resisting. When we resist what is, that's when we suffer. So instead, when you surrender to what is, the now, some space opens up. Slowly release the hand if it's threaded underneath. Release the foot all the way back down. Press up through the hands. Come back onto your bum. Plant the feet down in front. Shuffle the bum forward and slowly make your way down onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And then plant the feet back down onto the mat. On your next inhale, just take your right foot up towards the sky. Maybe take the hands
behind the thigh, interlinking the finger, and just drawing that leg in towards the body. Maybe flex, point the toe. Maybe rotate the ankle. And if that feels good, easy on the hamstring on the back of the thigh, you can maybe draw the hands up a little higher behind the calf, drawing the leg a little closer in towards the body. And if you have a towel, sometimes a towel over the foot or behind the calf will give you a little more space there. So just draw that leg in till you feel that resistance, that bite. And hold it there. Could also bind the big toe if you like. So pick your place that feels good. Maybe even explore extending the bottom leg. But if that is too much, just keep the foot flat, keep a nice solid base. You're just trying to engage all the connective tissue, especially right here behind the knee into the hamstring. And try and find some stillness. So if your mind is fighting even the shapes in this yin type of yoga, right? If your mind starts, this sucks. I knew I never wanted to do yoga. I'm only doing it because somebody said, blah, blah, blah. Right? You see how the chatter starts, just goes. You're resisting, you're suffering. So suffering begins in the mind. It's all created to get you out of discomfort. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, the mind. It's just trying to protect you and get you out of discomfort. So the more you observe your mind, the more you can move with it in a very different dance. You kind of flow, you go with the flow, right? But you have to make friends with your mind. It's not the enemy. You don't want to shut it down, discipline it and control it. Right? What happens when you try and control your mind? Probably finds a way to beat you. Slowly release, draw the knee in towards the chest. Take a deep inhale. Take your right hand out to the side and draw that knee all the way across the body. It's the same leg, draw it all the way across. That right hand opened like an airplane wing, palm facing up, and turn your head the opposite direction of your knee. For a little spinal twist now, getting in to the back of the hip, the lower back, across the chest, the shoulder.
you don't spend any time with your mind ever, because we often, to feel in control, make ourselves so busy, and we do things, we're busy doing. And when you do, you don't really have to think about anything except what you're doing. Very rarely are we just being with our minds. We kind of often run away from being with our minds, maybe because we are not sure what we'll find. Or maybe something in our conditioning when we grew up makes us want to hide. Becomes buried in our subconscious. Sometimes things in the present are so uncomfortable, we resist feeling them and we want to hide from them, right? And sometimes things that haven't even happened, things in the future, cause our mind to go into chaos mode. Slowly release. Hug both knees in towards the chest. Rock a little left to right. And place the right foot down onto the ground. Extend left leg to the sky. Interlacing fingers behind the thigh. First of all, maybe rotating the foot, flexing. And then finding a space, finding a shape that works for you for a few moments in time. Just feeling the back of that thigh. So if we spend time resisting the past, maybe guilt, sadness, resisting the present, what is, what's happening right now, and the future, what might happen, what if. You see all the ways that the mind takes you on a little journey. And if it's left to its own devices, it can be a lot of stress and fear and suffering and guilt and sadness. Resisting what is, right? That's why your yoga practice, some quiet meditative time, whether it's walking outside in nature, whether it's closing your eyes and meditating inside, those times are really important to learn to observe, to just sit and be with your mind. Realize how many thoughts coming through each moment. But you're not the mind. It's part of you. But there's also you deep down in there. And a body. So there's a lot going on. Slowly release, hug that knee into the chest. Good, extend. If your leg is not long already, extend that leg long. Draw the knee over to the side. Take your left hand out like an aeroplane wing. And take a spinal twist. And breathe. Relax the fingers. Slowly release. Hug the knees into the chest. And if you have a block or a pillow or a towel, I'd like you to find that block, pillow, towel. Step your feet into your mat, knees point to the ceiling, about hip width apart, and slowly lift up your bum and take your block, your pillow, your blanket, and I'd like you just to support the area, the sacrum, right above your butt crack. So it's right underneath the pelvis here. So just get it so it raises you off the ground a little. Now you don't want to be too high that it feels super uncomfortable. Just lift it off just a little. Place your hands down by your side, back of your head into your mat. And a little raised bridge, supported bridge. And just feel into your body. Just imagine the pelvic muscles, the pelvic floor, the pelvis bones just melting, opening. You can play a little. If you'd like to bring the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to fall apart. See how that sensation feels. And if you don't have a block, a kid's toy, a dog toy, anything just to raise the pelvis a little bit off the ground. Maybe try extending the legs for a little lengthening. You have to see what feels good. Number one rule, anything that doesn't feel good, don't bloody do it. And how many times have you broken that rule? Life, what a journey, huh? If you have a block and you're very secure on your block, maybe one leg up or a pillow. Maybe not the dog toy, you might fall over. Again, play with extending the legs. Rotating the feet. All I can tell you is the more I surrender, the more life flows. But it's a process, like a river. Sometimes boulders, sometimes even a bloody dam stopping the flow. Sometimes still, calm. And sometimes rapids. Oy. Slowly release. Take whatever's on your bum, off your bum, out your bum, under it. And just let your lower back settle into the ground. Just feel that. How good that feels. And slowly just make your way into your final resting shape. Extend the legs long. Palms facing up. For Shavasana.
Take a soft inhale, soft exhale. Slowly just coming back into your body. Maybe fingers moving, tips of your toes moving. Maybe left hand finds its way onto the heart, right hand onto the belly. And take a soft breath in. Feel your heart, feel your belly. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can take a nice good morning stretch. Hug your knees into your chest. And find your way onto your left side. Your left side, your feminine side, opening up a little more energy. On the right, inviting that energy in to wake you up. As you wake up, slowly pressing to a cross-legged seated position on your mat. Your hands come into the heart, chin comes down to the chest, and just take a nice, beautiful breath in. And exhale it out. Nice, beautiful breath in this time. Hold that breath. I want you to hold it. Hold it. And when you're done resisting, let it go. Gotta let life flow. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you always for joining me in your practice, in your day. Namaste.